What is up, YouTube? It's been a while since I gave an update. It is February 17th, 1:30 in the morning. Couple of things to update. First of all, things have been going okay in my main store. Fortunately, Facebook's been kind of wonky. Things got, they recently picked up, so things are kind of flowing pretty well. But in this business, things are never constant. Things are always moving. Things are always happening, and so you can't just rest and not do anything because that's when you get in trouble. So, anyways, so right now, profit for the month for the main store is about 74K. We're halfway through the month, so that's pretty good. Can't really complain about that. But a couple of updates that I have. One is I recently found out. Okay, so what's going on? First of all, this business is so freaking awesome. When you have a drop shipping component, because cash is always on the positive. So, for example, let's say you're drop shipping something, and we're drop shipping, most of the goods right now. So let's say you have a product and you sell it in Shopify. You sell the product, you get the cash deposit in your store within 2 days, but you don't have to pay for the ads related to that product for 28 days, around 28 days, depending on when you have to pay your credit card bill. And for the cost of goods, you don't have to pay for it until later. Until well, if you're doing stuff from like China, like AliExpress, you got a one-off, so you have to actually pay it right then and there. But if you have a relationship with a supplier, like we do, and if you have really good terms like net 30, whatever, you don't have to pay for that cost of good, that particular item you just sold, until 30 days later, or in some cases even longer. Our supplier actually has been fronting us a decent amount of cash because we've been giving them a decent amount of business. So that's great. There's always cash coming in, especially if you're profitable on the front end. Meaning, if you're profitable from that initial sale, oh man, you're gonna have a decent amount of cash you're gonna be sitting on, which is cool. So, anyways, having a business like this, and if you're able to generate some great income, some good income, obviously is awesome because you're going to be making money. You'll be able to take care of your family and do different things. But also, there's some really cool benefits. So, like, I have a pension plan set up, and also have this plan. It's called a Capital Split Dollar Plan. Long story short, there's a life insurance policy on myself and my wife that our company actually pays for. But here's a cool thing: our company is not actually writing checks to pay for the insurance policy. There's a loan from a bank that's actually being used to pay for the policy. So the only thing our company has to pay for is the interest, which is awesome. And initially, that's why I wanted to do that, was we get to write off the interest, which lowers our taxable income. But also, what we're able to do is, making a long story short, we are able to actually have that insurance plan, obviously, the life insurance, but we could actually like trade that in, I guess that's what you're doing, and get the cash value of that plan and withdraw funds from that tax free. So I just recently found out, because again, I consider all that stuff like extra money. I don't really think about it, but I kind of wanted to find out what the retirement situation would be. So anyways, we have a pension plan, so this is separate from that. But just recently found out that, dude, we could start withdrawing in, I don't know, maybe 15 years. We could start withdrawing every year $500,000 tax free. And I'm like, wow. This made me really think, like, because I'm looking at the date and I'm like, we don't really have expensive habits or whatever. If you kind of see how I live, I kind of wear the same thing all the time. Our cars are pretty decent, but those are company cars. You know what I mean? So and our house is nothing too special at all. We're renting. So I'm like, I can't picture myself later on, in life having really expensive habits. I never was that type of person. So that's not going to be our only source of income. But just thinking of that just alone, I'm like, wow, that's a good chunk of change. I'm not going to complain about that at all whatsoever. And I almost did not do this because when I initially was offered this by by this guy I work with that helps me with different financial ideas like wealth planning and all that. I was initially scared to do it because this was proposed to me in 2018. Had a really good year in business, but I was doing primarily a lot of like crazy drop shipping stuff. So I did not know because obviously to pay for the interest and all this other stuff, you need to be producing some decent numbers. And at the time, I didn't know because it was volatile. One year it'd be good, other year would not be so good. I didn't feel really confident that I would be able to sustain stuff. Fortunately, over the years, things have been okay. We had a bad 2019. Things didn't work out with a partner. I was screwed up in the head. I wasn't a good partner. Uh, my second son was born. So that was like, the worst year I had in business. But overall, things have been good. This year's fortunately going well so far. Anyways, my point is, I'm glad that I went through with that plan because a couple of years have passed. I think next year is the last year of a funding for the that we'll get a loan from the bank. So then we need to let the funds let it cook, so to speak. Let it get to a point where we're earning a decent amount of money on that loan. So as that cooks, we earn more money. We're able to pay off the bank so they could be away from the policy, and then my wife and I will be able to withdraw funds tax free, which is freaking awesome. So I'm like, wow, this business is amazing. Obviously, because you can make some decent money, but also because of the benefits you get for being a business owner. It's really cool. So with that being said, the main thing I wanted to talk about was I kind of changes my focus for what I want to do. It makes me want to take more risk because now that I see, I'm 100% confident that I'll be able to. Of course, you never know with business; things could tank. We could be on the edge of a recession, with the whole COVID thing. I just trust my ability to be able to make things work, to be able to sell stuff. And so let's say, I guess what I'm trying to say is I know that I'll be able to take care of my obligation to make sure that this works with the split dollar because I do need to make a decent amount to be able to pay the interest and all this and that. But anyways, so just knowing that there's this like retirement is pretty cool right now, without feeling too comfortable overall, but just knowing that our future is taken care of. That if worst case the business was to disappear right now, but if I'm able to produce the minimum that's required to take care of the interest and all this and that, like, dude, our future, we're gonna be okay. And I know I have 2 kids, but I just know myself. I've always been a hustler that I'll do whatever it takes to whatever's needed. But dude, I'm just rambling. My point is, now that I know that there's retirement coming, that's there, I could take more risk. Because I have some cash now. There's some cash flow coming in. What I need to do is take more risk. I'm 41 now. I have a couple years ahead of me that I need to be doing some stuff with this cash, and I need to take more risk. So another update is, there's the dog supplement that we want to start selling. The pet supplements, actually, no, it's cat supplements that we want to start selling. But been having a hell of a time trying to find a designer, trying to find a developer. Some basic stuff you think would be basic, but I'm kind of struggling finding these people. But anyways, I know that could make a ton of money. I already know it. So I need to be spending more time on that. I know it's going to take a lot of cash to get it started because in this particular case, there's going to be inventory you're dealing with. But damn, dude, I need to be spending time on that. The stuff that, the higher risk stuff that could make a lot more money. Because again, I'm in a position now where I need to take more risk. So that's what's going on with that. But, the big takeaway on this update is things are going okay. Can't complain. But there's a lot going on. I really need to build out this team. I need more help. Retirement appears to be okay if things are able to be fairly steady or whatever. So now knowing that, the future is somewhat okay, I need to take more risk in the present, but still enjoy what's going on. So that's what's been going on like this afternoon and up to now, right now, early in the morning. I've just been feeling like a sense of relief. But now, that I have this sense of relief. I can't feel comfortable, and I need to take more risk. And I feel that too. It's not a comfort where I'm like, want to just kick my feet up. It's like, dude, let's go. Since now I know that if, worst case, like everything won't be taken away from me. So I just need to push harder now because obviously I have bigger goals. So yeah, that's about it. It's February 17th. I need to sleep soon. Got to do somewhat of a small workout real quick, some push-ups and stuff. But I'm just looking at some updates from our supplier. But anyways, yeah, things are going great. Hopefully they continue. But more than anything is I can't waste this time. The cash flow's here. Time's still on my side, and I need to take advantage of this now. But I think also, I really want to, I think this is freaking awesome. And for people that really want to do this, that want to, that want to take that risk and start an online business that makes some good money, and you're able to take care of your family and do different things, like have a split dollar plan. Like I'd love to help people, but again, it's not my main thing. I don't want to, start selling courses and all that. I just don't. I really want to focus on the business and focus on what I have going on. But still, if there are the right people out there, I'd love to help them if they're really interested and they really sacrifice and do what's necessary to get this to work for them. And I could tell, I've been doing this long enough now. I could tell who the fakers are. So, anyways, that's something that I'm interested in as well. Is I really want to teach people how to do this. So, anyways, yeah, just putting that out in the universe. That's it for now. I'll give some more updates as some come along, as things progress. Again, I have a big conversation with someone that I'm working with now because I really want her to help me with another venture, kind of branching off of the main store that we have now. I really want her to see if she would be capable of actually managing that business, because I could come up with the ideas and kind of take care of the advertising and the selling part, but I really need someone to take care of the back end. So anyways, that's it for now. I will give an update as things progress. Adios.